Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It, as always, is really lovely to have you here. So it's Friday, and I said we'd be working on this chunky monkey again, and we are. What I have done something since I saw you yesterday, I have beaded. Can you see those? I have beaded the strings. Absolutely gorgeous. Went a little bit crazy, but you know, it's a big. You can see them better like that. It's a big journal, isn't it? So it can take them, I think. I've left them all nice and long, so if whoever owns it, you know, finds they're a pain, or, you know, doesn't like them, they can very easily come off. But yeah, they're all vintage glass. You can probably see them better without the, you know, glass beads or beads from just a couple of vintage necklaces, so they all kind of go together. And I've put one of those beautiful dragonfly charms on it that came in some lovely happy mail. They do look twist around each other. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. They might be nice when they're twisted, they might not. I don't know. So again, you know, they can be cut off if you want, but I just loved them, so I've left them there doing their thing. So today I said I was going to work on these, but I'm not. I'm going to put some pockets in. I was thinking about what pockets I wanted in here to put some of the beautiful you know, tags and things that we have made or are about to make, pieces from the kit, you know, lovely pages like this, and this beautiful thing, mason jar, these lovely things that we've made, which I'm going to decorate up. Hopefully we'll have time today. Yeah, so I was thinking some of these would be nice. My embossed papers, so they're card stock. They're not too thick, but they're definitely strong enough for some lovely pockets. They're not too fussy. Can you see the emboss on them? I think you can probably see that one. This is it's like a pink and cream mottled paper, so you maybe can't see very well. I think that one shows up quite well. If not, you'll have to take my word for it, won't you? They are they're embossed, so I thought I might get two out of that one, and one out of that one, so I can have one in each. And put that back on that pink paper, keep it clean. On each page, I think probably what I need to do is find a page, because they're all slightly different sizes, aren't they? I've not cut every page the same size. And then decide which I want on. So I know I want one in each signature, so we'll literally just go through it and decide. I try not to have pockets back to back on pages, just because it creates a lot of weight, doesn't it? No, I'm going to do something on that towards the end. So possibly there. I'm thinking perhaps further in the back of the front signature. Just pull those beads over. I've got two very plain pages there. Now these are plain as well. Listen to the brains. Listen to the cogs whirring. Yep, so I'm thinking one on here. I don't particularly like the blue on this. I'm wondering if I could, well, I know I can. Oh, this has got that kind of pink mottled, what's the word? Ink. Distress it with a bit of ink. Where is the pink? Now, I will have to be very careful, because I don't want to make it really, although it's not stuck in, so I guess that doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, I don't want to make it really. Right, let's see what I've got on here. Perhaps a bit of pink and nothing on there. A bit of pink and a piece. Can't say it. I've got a tongue twister going on. A bit of pink and a bit of walnut stain. Brown. That's what I was trying to say. So let's just put a tiny bit on there. The thing about the brush is it will go down in between. I don't. Oh. No, it's too strong, isn't it? Don't particularly want that too. Right, let me just rub that through. I'll go over. Oh, there must be some brown on this brush, look. Let's see if I can get rid of that. I can't. Right, I've got another one of those. Don't dislike it, I just don't want it like that in this particular book. Yeah, because they were, for some reason, cut in half. Yeah, I've got a few quid and half that I've used for other things, but the other half of that luckily was there. So no, it has to be a brush. I wonder if to go in with the brown first. And then a bit of pink over the top. I'm going to, in fact, let's just try my dauber without, you know, dipping it in. So just what's left on the dauber. Ah, that's better. Now, because it's not a brush, it's not going under. Yeah, it's just highlighting the embossed. Yeah, the embossed bits. So just, there's a lot of pink going on there, isn't there? I ain't dipped that one in either, have I? No, I don't think I've dipped the dauber in. Right, let me just work on those strong bits then with this. Oh, it's quite nice. Take it off that. You can't see it very well on that now, can you? And obviously it's not going to be that big. Yeah, I quite like that. I like the colour. Let's look at it against that that very light page. It was there, wasn't it? So I'm going to cut it with my trimmer, I think, just to get a nice straight line. Should we do a nice big one? So about there. I mean, I could cut it by hand because there's a pattern to follow, but seeing as the other side, right, let me try not to bash the camera today. Seeing as the other side is very neat, we'll try and make this one the same. It's going to leave a lovely piece for my weekend scrap project. Ooh, lovely. So the top is torn. I didn't know whether to leave the top torn or you know, neaten it in some way. Don't squash that, please. It's so big, this book. Right, I quite like the tallness of it. Just wondering what I'm going to put in it. Maybe this tall paper folded. It's got that beautiful picture. Yeah, I was thinking shell around the corners, but I don't. I want the corners as they are. Now I'm going to put the whole thing down as it is, so I just want to do the edge. Give it a bit of a border. Quite like the way that's ripped actually now I've made it smaller. There particularly it's ripped, you know, where the actual embossing is. Of course, when we decorate, that's the royal we. I have wiped my table to try and keep it clean. I've tidied my table-ish. I've opened the big table up to the side of me and it's full of all the stuff I've taken off here. So yeah, I can't pretend that I've cleaned up, but I've tidied my table. So I've got room to move and give it a wipe. Get some of the ink off it that gets left behind. I'm putting quite a bit of glue on because I want it to go into the debossed bits so it grabs well everywhere as it's a pocket. Yeah, I'm not going to fill it today, but like I say, when I've filled it I can then decide. I don't think I'm going to fill them today. I think it'll depends what time I've got. I might. Never say never. I might when I fill them and, you know, embellish them more or not, depending on, you know, what's going in them and what the rest of the page is having. I just don't know where to press. That's it. Press there. It's filling up, isn't it? It doesn't lay as flat as it used to when it had nothing in it. Just want something to see. Not that it's staying in there, although it's a nice size. Isn't that a nice size for that? That's lovely, actually. Perhaps a little bit tall. Like it. Okay, so put a piece of paper in. I brought a few pieces of these pink papers over to my desk, so yeah, you'll see them being used a little bit. It's not this is the avocado, isn't it? Dyed, yeah. Right, so that's that one. So we want one in here. What pockets have we got? That beautiful lace one and that. So that's a couple or three at the front. Again, we probably need to be in the back. Loving that lined paper. Right, you look like a good candidate. Where's the greyish one? Oh, that's quite, it's sort of a clash, and yet it goes with the colour scheme with the pink next to it, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, quite like that. It's a grey blue. There are faint blue lines on this paper as well. It was obviously ruled in blue before it was coffee dyed. Yeah, I think that goes nice on there. Too big, but I would like it very nearly that size. I don't want it to go quite so much into the spine there. That's my pencil, because that will create, you know, bulk on the book once it starts getting full. So about there. Lift it up again. There we go. Right, I'm trying very hard when I'm bringing things in and out not to bash you today, because I think the last twice I've filmed I've whacked the camera. There. I think I'm going to be good and let that piece go. Ooh, gosh, get me. And I'm going to not do the same on this one, so I'm not going to, I mean, whoever gets it could do it afterwards, couldn't they? You could, you know, a wax crayon would be nice, and just a pencil over it would be nice. Highlighters, gesso, your own distressed ink, or nothing. It's got like a flat, yeah, don't know if you can see, a flat edge where it hasn't been embossed. I'm going to take it off on those two sides. It's, you know, where the embossing folder wasn't. Back to front talk for you, but if you know what I mean. Yeah, and I think to ring the changes, which shall I have rounded, the bottom or the top? Bottom, I think. Let's round the bottom corners. Oh, what are you doing in there? Free rent. Squatters. Oh yeah, that's nice. And, I wasn't singing to you, that was me thinking. I was just thinking I might like a different colour around the edge. I'm going to go with a little bit of black, which is a bit controversial, isn't it? What I need to do is not be heavy with it. Yeah, that's nice. Just so that not everything's in the brown and pink. Right, Denise, concentrate. I don't want a big black smudge on it. Of course, the thing about these distress inks is they're built to smudge, that's the whole point. So it doesn't take much, especially when I'm sticking them down. Yeah, I think we'll probably ring the changes with another one by putting a divot in it, but not this one. I should have put that one that I've put at the front in the middle, shouldn't I? Because I've got two of this and two of the other and one of those, if you see what I mean. But we don't have to be uniform. Again, I'm being careful to get it in the debossed pieces so it grabs properly when it goes down. Look up so I'll get it square. Well, as square as I can. Yeah, and just out. Oops, I'm moving about a bit. Out from the edge. That's it. So it's not central on the page, you know, it is further out, but I did that on purpose. To let you go now so I can press, that's it. Yeah, to keep that centrepiece. Lovely. I must do a couple of shorter ones for those then. I think you're stuck. You must be now. Okay, next. We're moving along. So easy to make these into pockets, aren't they? Right, I haven't got any pockets in the front of this one so far. Just that one, which is quite far in. Okay, let's have a look what we've got near the front. We've got that bag, which is going to be a pocket, I suppose, haven't we? Just let me look all the way through so that I can make an informed decision. Did I put some on pink? I think I did, didn't I? And one of the others. Yeah, there's definitely more in the back of that one, so where was I thinking? One of these, maybe this. What do we think to put on there? I was wondering about a sideways on one. We've got a sideways on. It's in the back half though, isn't it? Is there a right way up for those roses? I don't think so. No, I think I want a pocket at the bottom. Right, so I don't dislike it on that one. I think I might go with that. I think it needs to be a different shape. Let me put it down. Yeah, I don't want it too tall, this one. So I'm going to take the edge off, which might not be as, embossed as heavily as the rest. And then what shall I go? 8 centimetres. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a nice smaller one. And oops, no, it's too wide, of course. About there. So what's that? 11 and a half centimetres. Yeah, and let's put a divot in it. Or a thumb hole, whatever you call them. Put a fairly decent sized one in. That's not that big, is it? And then let's round the tops rather than the bottoms this time, and it'll have a completely different look. Yep, like that. And shall I distress it in pink around the edge? Again, I'll try and be light. You know how heavy-handed I can be. So I'm using the pink you sent me, Donna. Did you think that I would use it this much? Oh, steady. Steady, missus. Getting a bit gung-ho. Yeah, I like that, just gentle pink outline, or thin. It's not gentle, is it? It's thin. Pink outline, yes, I like it. And I like it on that paper. Yeah, not quite so low down. I might end up with some lace down there. Yeah, I think it'd be nice with some lace on the bottom, so let's put that there then. So yeah, a couple of pieces of embossed card. Very easy pockets, definitely. Don't think I've done, not that I can think of, embossed pockets. I've embossed some envelopes and used them as pockets, but I don't think I've used the embossed card. Oops. So we're still warm today, but we've got cloud, so the sun is it's hidden. We're not bright and sunshiny, but we're still warm. Not as warm, but definitely summer temperatures. I think we're about 25. it didn't cool off much in the night until the early hours of this morning. Well, that I could feel, but I haven't been awake all night. But the early hours of this morning, it felt cooler. And I got up to go let His Royal Highness in. Well, to feed him, he didn't stay in. Feed him and let him out again. About 3:30, would you believe? Yep. And let's try it with that. It was foggy, thick fog. So I thought it was going to be absolutely, you know, roasting, and that I like that in there. Yeah, it was some lace across there, and I need to decorate this up. That might be nice in there. But yeah, the fog. I went back to bed after Neil had gone to work, and the fog had gone when I got up a third time, because I get up at, well, I don't always, but just recently I've been getting up with Neil to get him sorted. So that's about 7 o'clock-ish, 6:30, 7. Okay, so what have we got left? We've got the grey one again and that one again. So it really needs to be the grey, I think. Oh, it doesn't have to be, does it? We don't have to stick to the same. I don't have to cover that beautiful owl up. Oh, we've got some blue in here though, so some grey. Some grey might be nice. I'm wondering if it casts on the back of that actually. Again, I've got that lovely flower there, so no. Am I into the last one? Nope. Nope, we're all right. That's that lovely tuck that wants something in it. Yeah, okay, so which one did I say would be nice to put something on here, I think. But I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, let's think if we can do a different shape. I could cut a circle out of it, but it wouldn't be huge because, well, punch a circle. Because I don't have a very big punch. I'm not cutting a circle. 2.5. No. Did you see me then? You probably saw me thinking. Yes, I've got my hair all pulled back. Okay, what kind of a shape can I go for? Now, I could go with it doubled, couldn't I? On a piece of ordinary card. That might be nice. Have I got any ordinary card near me? Don't think I have. Let's have a look in the, oops, the you-know-what box. I think I've taken all the card out for die cutting, just to get it out of here. I probably shouldn't have taken it all, should I? That was probably a silly thing to do. You card. I don't think so. No. Oh, you are. I love this. This is vintage book cover, music book cover. It's just thin card. I just love the colour of it. Yeah, I'm thinking I could put 2. One there and one there on that. I do like it. Look, you can see where the staple was. So, like, make that the back that sits down. And do 2. Okay, let's cut the edge off again. We don't want that on it, do we? No. We're mixing the colours then as well. We've got the bluey grey and this pink marble. So are we nice and straight there? What do we want now? We want another. What do you measure? That would help things. You measure 11. So let's try 10 to start with. Just make sure I'm square on both edges. Yeah, I wasn't. That squared it up. Okay, so let's go just above that flower. You probably can't see for the shadows, but I might like it the other way. Yes, I like it that way. So there's one. You have to bear in mind that this back piece is not straight. I wonder if to do this one a bit bigger and have a bigger one at the bottom and a smaller one at the top. Are you square? Because you're not looking it to me. No, you weren't. That's better. So that one there, that needs a little bit of room at the top, doesn't it? Are we the same? I need them the same because they're going to be right next to each other. The same width. That moved a little bit. Yeah. It's worth having two. Not much, but it did a tiny bit. It's having two on top of each other, they slip. That was that side, wasn't it? And that looks fairly straight. Right, are you the same size? Yes. Which way do I want you? That way and that way. I'm just going to put a thumb hole in them through the two, I hope, so that they match up. Oops. So that if they're not on centre, which they very probably aren't, they'll be above each other. Yeah, okay. A lot of faff in there for a Friday morning. Let me get rid of all those bits into there. So I'm going to go with good old walnut stain. And we've got a lot of beige, browns, beiges distressed on the page it's going on, so I think this is my very last piece of this book cover. I've loved using it though. I think it was for pianos. I was trying to think what it was. Right, do we want these rounded or do we want them square? It's just because I might round the bottom corners. Because this is not, you know, neat and square and exact. These would look a little bit too accurate. Just soften them up a bit, you know, to go on that background. Down a bit. Yeah. Did I ink everything? Did I ink this? No. So this will be nice for a couple of the smaller pieces of ephemera that I want to get in the journal as well. Okay. Over there you go. Right, the trick's going to be to put the bottom one on, I think, and then get the other one in line with it. So I haven't chatted too much today, have I? I've been all business. I said I've got Neil off to work. Simba is out again. He hasn't been upstairs for a cuddle and what have you today. I think it was just too hot for him yesterday. He came in to see us while Neil was having his breakfast. And I've been down to see him because, whoops, I looked out the window and suddenly a little kitten with a jingle bell round his neck ran. Must have heard me open the window to look down. Because sometimes Simba just sits at the door waiting in hope. So I thought, I'll open the window and have a look, see if he's sat thinking, are you going to come and let me in? He wasn't, but there was obviously a kitten there because it suddenly ran up our garden. And whether Simba had been watching it or whether he just heard the tinkle bell that was round its neck. It's just a tiny, tiny kitten. Well, not tiny, but really small, very young kitten. Either way, whether he was brave just because I was there, which I don't think so. He's quite an in-your-face cat. He's not a scaredy cat. Whether it's because the kitten ran or Simba was asleep and he didn't know it was there till it ran. But yeah, he ran after it. Anyway, the kitten wasn't sure what to do. He just stopped at the bottom of the garden. So Simba went up and had a good sniff and a look at him and whatever, isn't it? He's not a nasty cat, so he didn't, you know, go for it per se. Whether he would have done if it was a Tom, I don't know. I wonder if to put that down with space on the back as well. I'm not going to put a divot in, but I think I will. I'll put it down like that, and then there's a choice, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, so I went down and had a little fuss of Simba. The kitten went over the fence when he saw me going to the garden. He was more scared of me than Simba. And yeah, Simba just had a look at him and like, how dare you? And then went and had a sniff at all the places the little kitten had been in the garden. Came in and had some food, and he's back in his bed again. I'm sure he must be out and about and doing things all evening. I know cats sleep a lot anyway, but he does seem to sleep the day away quite a lot, which is fine because it gives me a chance to do this. And he doesn't, when he comes in the house, he's mostly roaming, unless he's actually, you know, in bed with us. He's roaming, looking for something to do, which means he's a bit of a pest if I'm wanting to film or some such thing. Oh, like that. I mean, this will want some decoration somewhere when we decorate, but yeah, how many more and how much time? Plenty of time and one more to go. So yeah, that's all about all that's happening around here. Nothing much. Like I say, I got all, well, not all, it's always more happening, but I got most of the housework on. Neil did. We did. Joint effort done. So I've not got too much to do. I do want to carry on squaring up my wardrobe, taking bits out and getting ready for my fall clothes. I've taken a few more summer clothes out and quite like that opposite that. I mean, this is going to have a background paper in it as well. Yeah, I think it will depend what I put in there, won't it? So maybe not. I love that blue though. So that might be a nice one. We've got this blue back here, but it's going to have paper on it. Ew. Ew. No. Okay, did I find somewhere where I maybe wanted it? I can't remember. No. Around these, yeah, I was saying it depends on the paper there, but I don't suppose it makes a big difference. I was just wondering whether to have a sideways on pocket instead of a not there because of that. Don't think the blue goes with that page. Oh, we may not be having one of these in the back. I don't like it with the purple, I don't think. This will be toned down with something, but... So I was talking about there, or the other one, wasn't I? I think I'll put it on here. I do want one in here. So let's square it up a bit and just bring it down a little bit. I think that's the flat edge, so we'll start with that one. I want it quite a bit shorter. I'm going to go 9.5. Yeah. I might even go shorter still, but we'll see. See what 9.5 looks like. Yeah, shorter. And that's got that edge on the top anyway that I didn't take off. So let's go 8.5. No, let's go 8. Stop messing about with the halves. Yep, I like it. Now, shape wise, I don't like the pointy corners. Let's take them all off. Let's have it rounded completely. Well, on the corners. Oh, that one had a squashed corner. I don't know if I did it. Oh, that's nice. I do like that shape actually. Oh. Might make a nice belly band, but no. And I do want a little bit out there as well. I don't know if I can. No. I'll just guess it. I'm not taking a big one. Okay, we'll go around it with brown. Gently, very gently. Yeah, my leg's starting to ache, so I maybe should be moving soon. I've done it in one take, haven't I, instead of getting up and moving, which is what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah, this will be the last one. And then we will... Well, I'll just quickly... I'm not going to fill them, I'm quickly just going to put some decorations because I brought them on those two pieces of... the two tags with the made with the frames, and then we'll leave everything to set glue wise. Yeah, not too close into there, Denise. Oops. That's it. These, or I'll forget what I want to put on them, and I brought something ready. You must be done now, so you can go under there, just over there while you dry. So, what did I bring for these? I'll keep that up a little bit. Oh, lid's off my glue. What have I done with them? Oh, they're here. Here they are, just covered them with the ink and everything. So this one, I don't know if you can see this frame, he's got the, this guy just on the corner there. So I thought I might just stick his whole head over it and then trim him off. He's got to be trimmed off because he's a tab, it's not a pocket to go down. So he'll get stuck otherwise. But I thought it would just be nice for his head, which is missing due to the frame. His head to be actually there over the frame. Now I thought, I mean, obviously they can use them however they want, but I thought this would be a nice tab to stick a picture. You know, if you're a journaler, you know, stick a photograph or an image from a book or whatever. And then this one, I've got this little tiny squirrel from the kit. I think I want to just ink the edge of him a little bit, so just a little bit, just so he's not quite so cream around the edge. I do need him a little bit lighter because he's going to disappear, but I'm going to put him up here in this, so his little baby squirrel look in this huge, I was going to say hollyhock then, foxglove. Digitalis, isn't it? I'm going to put him up there just hanging over, so he's just sitting. Yeah, and I thought they both might be nice with a photograph, and you know, obviously you could write the name on the top, but it won't be my journal. So, and then I just fancied a bit of material or lace or something. I thought that went on there really lovely. It's like vintage bridal lace. Yeah, I'm going to cut some bits off, and because rather than just, I can use them elsewhere. Is that the right way? Yeah, it just gives it a bit of something. Again, it goes over the frame there. Need fabric tack, don't I, for that? Yeah. And just put a blob there to hold that. And see where else I need some. Just get it down mostly because it's got a bit of a kink. It maybe does go the other way, but I don't think it matters. That's it. Get it spread out. Oops. Yeah, love that. And again, you could write on there, or both. That's just finished it off nicely. So I don't know about on here. I've got a bit of pink. Wondered about cutting one of those. Could put the whole thing. Could lift it up with your photo underneath it, couldn't you? Should we take that half one off? There. Don't throw those bits away, Denise. They're too nice. What do we think to have him in the middle there? Yeah, I'm going to. I like it. They're both lovely pieces of lace that I really like. They're really my cup of tea lace-wise. So yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of drying, but yeah, that'd be nice with a picture stuck under it, definitely. Okay, so that's it. I'm definitely going to go put my feet up for an hour now before I tidy up while this uploads. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm hoping to do that later on today, Saturday's video, so I can put it up nice and early, but we'll see what the days bring. But yeah, it's book page ephemera tomorrow, so can't wait for that one. Yeah, I've enjoyed putting those in. So next time we come to this, we'll be filling those pockets. That will be nice to get some bits and pieces in it. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. I've had a lovely time. I've finally caught up. Thank you so much for all your comments. So yeah, please feel free to fill them up again. So I'm chatting to you again. Thumbs up would be lovely. And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a nice day. Bye for now.